Echo Classes Bhatpar welcomes you. In this channel, you will see explanation and solution of NCERT books. For this, you have to visit the channel, then go to playlists and see the chapter you want to learn. Today, we will be reading Textbook of Mathematics for Grade 4 Maths Mela. Chapter 1 Shapes Around Us. Let's start Chapter 1 Shapes Around Us. Diksha wanted to go to a big city during her summer holidays. Her father took her to Delhi and they visited many old and new interesting monuments like the India Gate, Qutub Minar, Safdarjung Tomb, Akshardham, the National Museum, Jantar Mantar, and Sansad Bhavan. You can see a picture of India Gate is given here. Now she is trying to make a model of India Gate using her wooden blocks. You can see she is trying to make a model of India Gate using her wooden blocks. Try to make a model of the buildings shown here using blocks. You can see picture of Charminar and hut is given here. You can make these models using wooden blocks. 1. What parts of the buildings have you shown in your model? For example, roof, pillars, base, etc. The answer is I have shown base, pillars, side walls, and roof of the building in my model. 2. Why did you select these parts? The answer is I have selected these parts because they form the core structure of the building. Three. What shape will model these parts well? Answer is rectangles, squares, semicircles, and cylinders are the shapes that model these parts well. 4. How is your model similar to the picture of the real building? Answer is the shapes of the different parts of my model closely match those of the real building in the picture. 5. How is it different from the real building? Answer is my model is a miniature version of the real building with significantly smaller dimensions. Discussion. What would happen if you removed one piece of your model? Answer. The model might become unstable or look incomplete. Would the model still look like the original building? Answer. No, the model won't look like the original building. In what ways could you make the model even better? Answer. To make the model even better, I could paint it in colors that closely resemble the actual building. Project work. Encourage learners to observe a street carefully and make a model showing the main buildings on the street. Like this. This boy says, I have made something. Look at my Qutub Minar. You can see the boy's model of Qutub Minar. But the actual Qutub Minar look like this. Do you think it looks like the Qutub Minar? The answer is no, it doesn't look like the Qutub Minar. What shape would you use If you made a model of the Qutub Minar, why? Answer is I would use a cylindrical shape to make a model of the Qutub Minar because the actual structure is tall and round, similar to a cylinder, like this. How many such shapes will you use? Answer is I would use 5 cylindrical shapes to make different levels of the Qutub Minar in my model. Do you know the Qutub Minar is a World Heritage Site and the tallest building made up of bricks. It has 5 stories and 379 stairs. Earlier, people made buildings with clay bricks, stone blocks, or wood. Today, we also use concrete blocks, hollow blocks, etc. What is common to all of these blocks? You can see clay bricks, stone or wooden blocks. All are rectangular in shape. Note to the teachers. Ask learners to collect different boxes, bottles, cans, coconut shells, etc. to model the given buildings. Craft 1. Make a sphere-like shape with paper strips, like this. Diksha has folded open and flattened a box to see what an open box looks like. You can see Diksha has folded open and flattened a box to see what an open box looks like. This is called the net of the box. You can see net of the box here. If you fold along the dotted lines, you will get the box back. If you fold along the dotted lines, you will get the box back. Two, use the nets given at the end of the book to make the models shown below. You can see models of prisms and pyramids here. You can make these models using the nets given at the end of the book. In prisms, you can see triangular prism, A square prism, hexagonal prism. In pyramids, you can see triangular pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, and square pyramid. Next to make these models is given at the end of the book. Let's see. Nets of a triangular prism and rectangular prism or cuboid. Note, cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark line. You have to cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark lines. If you do so, you will get triangular prism. You have to cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark lines. Similarly, if you cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark lines, you will get rectangular prism or cuboid. Similarly, triangular pyramid, hexagonal prism here. Nets of triangular pyramid and hexagonal prism is given here. Note, cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark lines. Nets of square pyramid and pentagonal pyramid is given here. Note, cut along the dotted lines and fold along the dark lines. You will get a square pyramid. Pentagonal pyramid. What shape of face is common to all of the prisms? You can see rectangular shape face is common to all of the prisms. The shape is rectangle. What other shapes do these prisms have? If you see properly, you can see all these prisms have shape other than rectangle. The triangular prism has triangular face. Square prism has square face. And hexagonal prism has hexagonal face. The answer is triangle, square and hexagon. How many such faces each? If you count the number of faces in these prisms, you will get for triangular prism, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 at the bottom 5 faces. Similarly, for a square prism, number of faces, one at the top, one at the bottom, one in front, one in back, and one left and one right. That means 6 faces. Similarly, for hexagonal prism, you will get 8 faces. What shape of face is common to all of the pyramids. In triangular pyramid, all faces are of triangle shape. In pentagonal pyramid, except the face at the bottom, all faces are of triangle shape. And in the square pyramid, except the face at the bottom, all faces are of triangle shape. The shape common to all these pyramids is triangle. All the triangular faces meet at one point. You can see all the triangular faces meet at one point. Identify any other shape in each of the pyramids. In triangular pyramids, all faces or all shapes are of triangular shape. But in pentagonal pyramid, you can see one pentagonal face or one pentagon shape at the bottom. Similarly, in square pyramid, you can see one square shape at the bottom. The answer is pentagon and square. Is a cube also a prism? The answer is yes. What is the difference between a prism and a pyramid? Discuss. Answer is a prism has two identical parallel bases. Which can be triangles, squares, hexagons, etc. Connected by rectangular faces. A pyramid on the other hand has only one base. Which can be a triangle, a square, pentagon, etc. And all the other faces are triangles that meet at a single point. Three. Now try to make the above shapes using straws and plasticine or thread and fill in the table. Shapes, number of faces, number of corners or vertices, number of edges. Symbol for faces F, corner or vertices V, edges E. Cube or square prism. Number of faces 1, 2, similarly 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 faces. One at the top, one at the bottom, one in front, one in back, and one in left and one in right. 6 faces. Number of corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and one in behind, just opposite to this one, 8. Number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 12. Let's do it once again. Number of faces in a cube 1, 2, 3, 4 and one in front, one in back, 5 and 6. 6 faces. Then number of corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 corners. And number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 12 edges. Cuboid or rectangular prism. If you count the number of faces, you will get 6 faces. Number of corners or vertices 8. Number of edges 12. Triangular pyramid. Let's see. Number of faces 1 at the bottom and 3 above it. That means triangular pyramid has 4 faces. Number of corners 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. And number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 edges. A square pyramid. That means a pyramid whose base is square in shape. Like this. Number of faces 1, 2, 3 and one in front and one at the bottom, 4 and 5. Number of corners or vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 at the bottom. That means 4 plus 4, 8. Similarly, triangular prism. That means a shape whose 2 faces are triangular and the rest one is rectangular. Number of faces 1 triangular face at the back, 1 in front and 3 rectangular face around. That means 5 faces. Number of vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices or corners and number of edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 edges. Identify any relationship that you may find between the number of faces F, edges E and corners V. Calculate F plus V minus E in each case. What do you notice? If you do F plus V minus E, you will get 2. That means number of faces plus number of corners minus number of edges will be equal to 2. 6 plus 8, 14 minus 12 is equal to 2. Similarly, 6 plus 8 minus 12, that is 14 minus 12 is equal to 2. 4 plus 4, that is 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. 5 plus 5, that is 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 5 plus 6, that is 11 minus 9 is equal to 2. That means when you add the number of faces and the number of vertices or corners and subtract the number of edges, the result is 2. Sort 3D shapes by the number of flat faces. Write their names here. Number of faces. Name of the shape. Number of faces. 1 flat face, 2 flat faces, 4 flat faces, 5 flat faces, 6 flat faces, 8 flat faces. Let's draw and write. Number of faces, shape, name of the shape. One flat face. You can draw hemisphere. Hemisphere has one flat face. You can also write cone as the answer because cone also has one flat face, that is at the bottom. Two flat faces. The answer is cylinder. You can see cylinder has two flat faces. Four flat faces. You can draw triangular pyramid. Five flat faces. You can draw triangular prism. or square pyramid. Six flat faces. You can draw cube or cuboid. Cube is a square prism and cuboid is a rectangular prism. Eight flat faces. You can draw hexagonal prism. Hexagonal prism has eight flat faces. The answer is, for one flat face, you can write hemisphere or cone. Two flat faces, you can write cylinder. For four flat faces, you can write triangular pyramid. For five flat faces, you can write square pyramid or triangular prism. For six flat faces, you can write cube or cuboid. For eight flat faces, you can write hexagonal prism. Can you construct a 3D shape with three flat faces? The answer is no. It is impossible to construct a 3D shape with three flat faces. Now sort 3D shapes by the number of straight edges. Write their names here. Number of edges: 6 straight edges, 8 straight edges, 9 straight edges, 12 straight edges. Name of the shape for the first one, that is the shape having 6 straight edges, is triangular pyramid. You can take help of these pictures or the pictures given here. You can see triangular pyramid has 6 straight edges. 8 straight edges. 8 straight edges can be seen in square pyramid. 9 straight edges. 9 straight edges can be seen in triangular prism. 12 straight edges. 12 straight edges is present in cube or cuboid. Let us observe. 1. Take a die. Look at the face that has number 1. The face numbered 6 is opposite to the face numbered 1. If you look at a die, you will note that the face opposite to the number 1 is 6, and for 2, 5, and for 3, 4. That means if 1 is on the face, then face opposite to 1 will have 6, such that the sum of the digits on the opposite face is 7. Similarly, for the face having 2 written on it, the opposite face will have 5, such that their sum will be 7. Similarly, the face having 3 written on it will have 4 on the opposite face, such that the sum is 7 again. What is face opposite to the A? Face number 2. The answer is 5. B. Face number 3. The answer is 4. Face numbered 4. The answer is 3. 2. A. Which faces have common edges with the face numbered 1? All the faces except face numbered 6 share their edges with face numbered 1. The answer is 2, 3, 4, 5. That means face numbered 2, 3, 4, 5. B. Which face has no common edge with the face numbered 1? That means the face opposite to face numbered 1. You can write these answer in sentences like this. Answer 2A. Faces having common edges with the face numbered 1 are 2, 3, 4, and 5. Answer 2B. Faces having no common edges with the face numbered 1 is 6. 3. Look at the 3 different views of the same cube. You can see 3 different views of the same cube here. A. What color is the face that is opposite to the red face? That means you have to find the face opposite to the red face. You can see the color orange, green, blue, and yellow share its edges with red face. That means the purple color face will be opposite to the red face. The answer is purple. Purple face. B. What color is the face that is opposite to the yellow face? If you try to fit this red face here by making this face upward and then rotating this cube like this such that the green face is on the back of blue face and orange face at the back or opposite to the yellow face such that red face fits the top face. You will note that the orange face is behind or opposite to the yellow face. The answer is orange color face. You have to write the color. The answer for the third A is purple color face and for the third B is orange color face. Follow these instructions for the shapes along the border. 1. Color all shapes with a rectangular face in red. You have to color these shapes having a rectangular face in red like this. Similarly, 2. Draw a smiley on shapes with a triangular face like this. 3. Draw a star on shapes with a curved face like this. 4. Color all shapes with no color in blue like this. 5. Circle the shapes that have the same opposite faces. You can circle the shapes having same opposite faces like this. Try to do by your own. Sorting 3D shapes. Write the names of 3D shapes in the correct places. Here you can see two circles have been given. 1A. All faces look the same. 1B. All faces do not look the same. In first circle, you can fill cube and triangular pyramid. These two shapes have all the faces look the same. In the second circle, you can write other shapes such as cuboid, cone, cylinder, square pyramid, triangular prism, rectangular pyramid, etc. 2A shapes with curved edges. You can fill sphere here. 2B shapes with straight edges. You can fill cube, cuboid, rectangular pyramid, triangular prism, etc. 3A shapes with rectangular faces. 3B shapes with triangular faces. And the overlapping portion shapes with both rectangular and triangular faces. Here you can write cuboid and all prisms. And here you can write triangular pyramid. And in between you can write triangular prism, rectangular pyramid. In which circle did you write triangular prism and rectangular pyramid? Answer is triangular prism and rectangular pyramid are written in circle 1B, circle 2B, and intersection of circles 3A and 3B. Let us sort shapes in another way. Using circles like those on the previous page, can you sort shapes into the categories shapes with curved faces and shapes with flat faces? You can draw circle like this and write here A and B here, and you can write here shapes with curved faces and here shapes with flat faces. Here you can write sphere, cylinder and cone. And here you can write cube, cuboid, prism and pyramid. Build with cubes. Build these models with the cubes from the Jadoi Pitara kit or any other similar material. A, B, C, D. You have to build these models using the cubes from the Jadui Pitara kit or any other similar material. Cube towers. How many cubes are there in each of these cube towers? Let's count the number of cubes in the first picture. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 into 4, that is 16 at the bottom, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 into 3, 9 above it, and 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 into 2, that is 4 above it, and 1 at the top. That means 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1, that is 30. Number of cubes in the first tower is 30. Similarly, in the second tower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 this side. Similarly, 4 such structures, that is 15 here, 15 here, and 15 here. That is 4 times 15, that is 60, and 1 at the top, that is 60 plus 1, 61. Note to the teachers: use the available wooden, paper and straw models. Discuss adjacent and opposite faces. Discuss shapes that fall into two sets. Let them make Venn diagrams using circles like above and write the names of these shapes. Drawing cubes on a triangular dot paper. Can you complete the following cubes? You have to complete these cubes like this. One. Match the pictures to the description and name the shapes. A. I have 5 faces and 5 corners. I have 8 edges. One of my faces is a square and 4 of my faces are triangles. The answer is square pyramid. B. I have one flat face, one curved face and one edge. The answer is cone. C. I have one curved face. I have no edges or corners. The answer is sphere. D. I have two flat faces, one curved face and two edges. I have no corners. The answer is cylinder. E. I have 5 faces, 6 corners, 9 edges and 2 of my faces are triangles. The answer is triangular prism. F. I have 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. The answer is cube or cuboid. 2. Each one is different. How? Discuss. First one is sphere. Second one is cone. Third one is square pyramid. This one is cube and the last one is cuboid. Number of faces, vertices or corners and edges are for sphere 1 face, 0 vertices or corners and 0 edges. For cone, number of faces, 1 curved face and 1 flat face at the bottom. 2 vertices, 1 and edges 1. For square pyramid, number of faces 5, vertices 5 and edges 8. And for cube and cuboid, number of faces 6, vertices or corners 8 and edges 12. 3. Match the following nets to the appropriate solids given below. This represent this one, this represent this one, this one, and this one. You can get these structures by holding the nets shown above. The first one is triangular pyramid. The second one is for cylinder. The third one is for cuboid or rectangular prism, and the last one is for triangular prism. 4. Which of these nets can be folded to make a solid of the kind given below? Kindly see the nets given here. The net B and D, when folded along the corners or along the marking, will give this shape and this shape, that is cylinder and cuboid. Other nets will not give these shapes. So the answer is B and D. 5. Nitesh cuts up a net on the folds. Here are its pieces. If you arrange the nets like this corner is the meeting point of these corners, and these are the triangular faces here. If you see from the front, you will get the shape D. It has been asked which solid has the above pieces in its net. The answer is D, pentagonal pyramid. when lines meet. Isa made different corners with straws. We can say that the two straws are like two lines that meet at a point. You can see two straw has been arranged such that they meet at a point like this. You can see various angles have been formed here. This type of angle is known as right angle. That is, the two straw has been arranged like this. Similarly, the angles that is less than right angles are known as acute angles. That is angle less than right angle known as acute angle. Similarly, the angle more than right angle like this is known as obtuse angle. When two lines meet, they create an angle. We see many angles in yoga postures. You can see here angle has been formed, here angle, similarly angles here and here too. There are 7 angles in this house drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many angles are there in this board drawing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let us do. 1. Mark the angles in the following pictures. Angles in the first picture 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second one 1, 2, 3. In third 1. In fourth 1 and 2. In fifth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count this one then 6 and 7. 2. Where do you see angles in the classroom? Give a few examples. Answer. Angles can be seen in many places around the classroom. They are present in the corners of desks, chairs, tables, windows, doors, cupboards, and even in the whiteboard or chalkboard. Right angles. Let's make a right angle with a piece of paper as shown. First, you have to take a piece of paper, then fold in the middle, then fold it again and then unfold it. You will get 4 right angles. Suppose this is a piece of paper. After folding, you will get 4 right angles. Identify the angles that you think are right angles and circle them in the dot grid given below. Check using your right angle checker. This one is right angle, this too, and this one too. And the last one too. Check for right angles in a book, window, and any other object. Write the names of objects where you find right angles. Answer. Right angles can be found in objects such as windows, doors, chairs, whiteboards, blackboards, books, desks, etc. Let us do 1. Draw some right angles on the dot grid. You have to draw right angles on the dot grid given here. You can draw like this. Acute and obtuse angles. Acute angles are less than a right angle. You can see acute angle here. This is less than a right angle. Obtuse angles are more than a right angle. You can see obtuse angle here. Obtuse angles are more than a right angle. Name some objects from your classroom which have an acute angle. Answer. Slightly opened scissors. The sharpened tip of a pencil. The angle between a mic and a table. The edges of a set square. Name some objects from your classroom which have an obtuse angle. Answer. A tilted laptop screen. The angle between the minute and our hands at 8 a.m. An open notebook. A reclining chair. Identify all angles in the following letters. You can see acute angle here, obtuse angle here, and acute angle again here. You can write acute angle here, obtuse angle here, and acute angle. Let us do 1. Draw some acute angles on the top grid. Draw a line to make an acute angle using each given line in the bottom grid. You can draw some acute angle in the top grid like this, or like this. Similarly, you have to complete the acute angle on the lines given in the bottom grid like this. Like this. Draw some obtuse angles on the top grid. Draw a line to make an obtuse angle using each given line in the bottom grid. You have to draw obtuse angles like this. Like this. Similarly, you have to make obtuse angles again on the given line in the bottom grid. You can make like this. Like this. 2. In the figures given below, mark the acute angles in red, right angles in green, and obtuse angles in blue. You have to mark acute angles in red, right angles in green, and obtuse angles in blue. Acute angles in red like this, like this. Obtuse angles in blue like this, and right angles in green like this. Some obtuse angles are left here like this. Shapes with straws. Make a triangle with straws of different sizes and clay or plasticine like this. Does the shape of the triangle change if we gently push on one of its sides? The answer is no. Trace the triangles you made with the straws in your notebook. You have to put the triangle made using straws on your notebook and trace along the straws such that you get a triangle like this. What kinds of angles does a triangle have? If your triangle looks like this, then it will have a right angle and two acute angles. If your triangle look like this, then it will have three acute angles. And if your triangle look like this, then it will have one obtuse angle and two acute angles. That means there are three kinds of angles that a triangle can have. That is acute angle, obtuse angle and right angle. Make a rectangular shape with straws and clay. What kinds of angles do you see in the rectangle? You will see only right angles in a rectangle. Then answer is right angle. Does the shape of the rectangle change if we gently push one of its sides? The answer is yes. You can see it here. The shape changes. What has happened to the angles of the new shape? The answer is the measure of angle have changed. In other words, you can say the right angle has become obtuse angle or acute angles. Are they still right angles? No. What types of angles have been formed? No. The new shape doesn't have right angles. Acute and obtuse angles have been formed. Similarly, push one side of a square. If you push one side of a square, you will get rhombus. That means the angle changes. You will get obtuse angle and acute angles. This is square and this shape is known as rhombus. Both has all sides equal. But in square, the corner angle is right angle, whereas in rhombus it is not. Are they still right angles? No. What types of angles have been formed? The answer is same. No. The new shape doesn't have right angles. Acute and obtuse angles have been formed. How are the angles of triangles and rectangles similar or different? Answer: similarities. Both triangles and rectangles can contain right angles. Differences: A triangle has three angles while a rectangle has four angles. All four angles of a rectangle are right angles, while a triangle can have 0 or 1 right angle. Note to the teachers. Help children to understand the rigidity of different shapes. The triangle is the most rigid shape as it does not change its shape when pushed. Use the dot grid given below to draw several 3 and 4 sided shapes. Circle the shapes that have one or more right angles. You can draw triangles, a square, triangle with right angle, or a four-sided figure which is not a square or rectangle like this, or a rectangle like this, or a triangle with one angle obtuse like this. Or you can draw a shape like this where no angle is right angle. It has been said, circle the shapes that have one or more right angles. You can see right angle here, here and here. So you have to circle these shapes, that is square, a right angle triangle and a rectangle like this. Discuss. What shapes did you make? The answer is I have made 4 triangles, 1 square, 1 rectangle and 1 parallelogram. You can see it here. 4 triangles, 1 square, 1 rectangle and 1 parallelogram. How many shapes have you made with A. 1 right angle? I have made a triangle with 1 right angle. That means 1 shape. B. 2 right angles. No such shape is there. So 0 shape. 3. 3 right angles. 0 shapes. Or no shapes with 3 right angles. D. All right angles. I have made a square and a rectangle that having all right angles. That means 2 shapes. Here are some 4-sided shapes. In what ways are rectangles and squares different from these shapes. First one is a trapezium, which has a pair of parallel sides. Second one is a parallelogram, which has two pair of parallel sides. And the third one is a kite. If you know about rectangle and square, rectangle is a shape similar to a parallelogram, but corner angles being 90° or right angle each. And square is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal and corner angles being right angle each. You can write like this: rectangle and squares both have four right angles, whereas each of these shapes are formed by a combination of acute and obtuse angles. Note to the teachers: discuss similarities and differences between a square and a rectangle. Provide experiences to observe squares as a special case of rectangles. Teachers can also provide more dot grids if required. Try to make this five-sided shape with all sides equal, that is pentagon. This is a shape whose all side is equal and it has five sides, so known as pentagon. Are these right angles? If you see it properly, you can note that these are more than right angles. That means the answer is no. Does the shape of the pentagon change if we gently push one of its sides? The answer is yes, except triangle. All the shape having more than three sides change its shape when one of its sides is gently pushed. How does this change the angles? Some of these angles will become acute and some will become right angle or obtuse angles. Can you make a circle using straws like this? Yes, you can do it. Look at the picture. The length of the straws in this picture are equal. What will happen if we take straws of unequal lengths? The answer is the resultant shape will not be a circle. Let us make. Can you use a scale to draw a circular shape? Let us see. Here a picture is given in which you can see there is a fixed point A from which various points at equal distance have been drawn around it. So the point A is the center of the circle, and if you join the points on the outer portion, you will get the circle. And the distance between the point A to these points on the circle is known as radius. Steps have been given here. Mark a point A. Draw many points that are at an equal distance from point A. Connect the dots freehand. What do you get? You will get circle. The point A is the center and the line from the center to the border of the circle is the radius. Suppose this is the circle and this is the center, then the distance from the center to the circle is radius. Amazing circles. A. Take a piece of circular paper like this. B. Fold your paper in half and crease it well like this. C. Open the fold and measure the length of the crease using a thread. You have to measure this length. D. Fold your paper in half in a different way and crease it well like this. E. Open the fold and measure the length of the crease again. You have to measure the crease length again. You have to measure the length of the crease again. For example, you have to measure AB and XY. Similarly, F, fold it again in half in a different way and crease it well. G, open the fold, measure the length of the crease. You have to measure the length of the crease again. The crease XY, crease AB, and the crease MN. You will note that the length of the crease are equal. That means AB is equal to XY is equal to MN. One, the length of all the creases are equal. 2. These creases are called diameters of the circle. These crease lengths are known as diameters of the circle. 3. Discuss where the center is. The point where all these creases meet is the center. Do you notice that all the diameters passes through the center? Yes, all the diameters passes through the center. 4. Measure the length of the creases from the center to the border of the circle. This is called the radius of the circle. If you have noticed the earlier figure, then you have noted that this length is the radius. That is half of the length of crease or the diameter. That means one crease length, that is equal to diameter, is double of the radius. Or you can say half of the diameter is known as radius. 5. Discuss if there is any relationship between the radius and the diameter of a circle. Length of the diameter of a circle is equal to 2 times length of the radius of the circle. If length of diameter is d and length of radius is r, then diameter is equal to 2 times of radius or 2r. Note to the teachers. Children can measure the length using a paper strip or thread or scale. Let us do. Hold the circular paper in half like this. Hold this half again in half like this. The length of the diameter is double of the length of radius. You can see here, if this is the length of diameter d and this is the length of radius r, you can see here d is equal to 2r, or the length of the diameter is double the length of the radius. A circle can be made easily using a compass. Ask your teacher to help you use a compass. Make the following design. You have to draw a circle like this, and after drawing it, take points at equal distance like this. Using these points as centers, draw circles like these. And after coloring these, you will get this shape. Look at the carpet design. A beautiful circle, right? Mark the center, radius and the diameter of the circular design with any color of your choice. This point is the center of the circle or center of the design. This length is the radius, and this length, that is double of length of radius, is length of diameter. Note to the teachers. Help children to draw circles using a compass. Encourage learners to draw different sized circles. Look at the wheels. All wheels look like circle. Name the wheel with the 1 longest radius. You can see wheel B has longest radius. Wheel B. 2 shortest radius. Wheel D. 3 longest diameter. Longest diameter can be seen in the wheel with longest radius, that is wheel B. 4 shortest diameter. Shortest diameter can be seen in the wheel with shortest radius, that is wheel D. Puzzling shapes. 1. Identify the hidden shapes and write their names. You can see here triangles, rectangle, square, circle, and cylinder. 2. Draw two lines to divide the triangle into one square and two triangles. You can draw like this. You will get one square and two triangles. 3. Draw two lines to divide the square into three triangles. You can draw like this. You have to make three triangles like this. 4. Draw lines to show the cuts needed on the shapes in the left column to get the smaller shapes on the right. You can draw lines like these. Card game. Sort the 2D shape cards given at the end of the book into three groups according to their sides. Draw the sorted shapes in the space given below. Explain why you sorted your shape in this way. Group 1. You can place shapes having no edges, like this. Shapes in group 1 have no sides. Group 2. You can place shapes that looks like this. Shapes in group 2 have one or two sides. Group 3. Shapes in group 3 have three or four sides. For this, you can take help of the 2D shape cards given at the end of the book. Let us try. 1. Squiggly spider. Squiggly the spider likes to make webs in different shapes. One day she begins to make triangular webs like this. How many triangles are in her web? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 triangles. She likes to take a walk each morning and check if the walls of her web are strong. Can she begin at point A and reach back to the same point without walking on any wall more than once? The answer is yes. Let's try how. She can go like this. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 8, then 9, then 6, then 11, then 10, then 7, then 5, and then 12, and she will reach again at point A. Trace and show Squiggly's path. I have already shown this. Her brother Wiggly made a web using rectangles. How many rectangles can you see in his web? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bigger one, 7, 8, 9, then 10, then 11, then 12, 12 rectangles. He likes to take a walk at the end of each day and check if the walls of his web are strong. Can he begin at point A and leave from point B without walking on any wall more than once? The answer is no. Trace and show Wiggly's path. Let's see how he couldn't. If he starts from point A, then choose this path, then this path will be left. And if he chooses this path, then this portion will be left, which can't be covered without repetition. So the answer is no. 2. Use 5 matchsticks to make 2 triangles. Then draw it in the space provided. You can draw like this. Three, move two of these matchsticks to form 4 triangles. You can move these two matchsticks here and here to make 4 triangles. That is 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 3 triangle and 4 triangle. 4. Remove 4 of these matchsticks to leave only 3 triangles. You have to remove 4 of these matchsticks to leave only 3 triangles. You can remove this one, this one, this one and this one. Let's count the number of triangles left. 1, 2 and 3. 5. Model challenge. Can you make a model of solid shapes which has A. 12 straws and 8 clay balls? You can make a model of cuboid. You will need 12 straws and 8 clay balls. B. 9 straws and 6 clay balls. You can make a model of triangular prism. You will need 9 straws and 6 clay balls. The answer is cuboid, triangular prism. Next, C. 15 straws and 10 clay balls. You can make pentagonal prism like this. For this, you will need 15 straws and 10 clay balls. D. 10 straws and 6 clay balls. You can make pentagonal pyramid like this. For this, you will need 10 straws and 6 clay balls. Six. Classify these shapes based on the number of angles. 3 angles B, D and F. The shapes present in B, D and F has 3 angles. 4 angles. The shapes present in A, C and G has 4 angles. A, C and G. 5 angles. 5 angles is only present in shape E. The answer is shape E. What relation do you notice between the number of sides and the number of angles? If you see a triangle, it has 3 sides and 3 angles. Similarly, if you see a rectangle or a quadrilateral, it has 4 sides and 4 angles. Four sides and 4 angles. Similarly, if you see a pentagon, it has 5 sides and 5 angles. That means for any 2D shape, the number of sides is equal to number of angles. That means each shape has equal number of sides and angles. 7. Draw a 2D shape that has less than 5 angles. You can draw any 2D shape having less than 5 angles. You can draw triangle or a quadrilateral such as a square or rectangle. You can draw a triangle like this. Draw a 2D shape with more than 5 angles. You can draw a hexagon like this. Eight. Mark the right angles and write the number of right angles in each figure. You have to mark right angles and write the number of right angles in each figure. For the first one, that is rectangle, 4 right angles. For the second one, that is a rhombus, 0 right angle. For the third one, 1 right angle. And for the fourth one, 0 or no right angle. For the fifth one, that is a kite, no or 0 right angle. And for the last one, that is again a rectangle, 4 right angles. Which of the above shapes have 4 right angles? That is the first one and the last one. 9. Observe the following shapes. Identify the shape that has 2 right angles, 1 acute and 1 obtuse angle. The shape 2 and 7 has 2 right angles, 1 acute angle and 1 obtuse angle. 1 right, 2 obtuse and 1 acute angle. The shape 10 has 1 right, 2 obtuse and 1 acute angle. 2 obtuse and 2 acute angles. The shape 3, 5, 9, 11 and 13 has 2 obtuse and 2 acute angles. 4 right angles. The shape 4, 6, 12 and 14 have 4 right angles. For more videos, you can like and subscribe @Echo Classes Bhat Bhat. Thank you.